All ready?
Yeah.
All right, I will call to order this meeting of the Easthampton Planning Board for Tuesday, November 26th. First item on the agenda, is there anyone here to speak to anything that is not on the agenda? All right, moving right along. Public hearing for Sunya Hood and Philip Palante seeking site plan approval for 4953 Union Street. All right, come up to the podium and tell us what's going on.
I think we've been here before.
Yeah.
So it was a head shop, I think,
Yep.
before 49 Union, and we are converting it into a restaurant. And we will be serving, I don't know if people are familiar with poke, but it will be a poke bowl. And it's very little, what we love about it is we could almost do it in our sleep compared to La Cruzana, because there's very little kitchen equipment. It's basically 3 rice cookers, and people go down the line sort of like they do when you're ordering a Subway sandwich, perhaps, like a bowl of rice and the topping, the protein and the toppings, and put a lid on it and off you go.
Great.
Mr.
Yeah,
Chair, I just want to note that I'm tempted to recuse myself because it's one of my favorite foods. But I think I'll be okay this time.
I thought it was a pho place, and I was excited because that's what my favorite food is. So I'm like, oh, poke.
Okay, and so it looks like 25 seats, is that the current plan?
Yes.
Yeah. Questions?
No, it's very straightforward.
Just take a moment. Talk about waste, maybe?
Sure. Any sort of unique garbage, waste, anything like that?
Like at La Cruzana, we have a grease,
Yep.
but we won't even have that in this. And so we've made an arrangement with the current landlord to share and increase the dumpster removal of that. So I think he's on maybe once a month, and we'll do it once a week. We'll up it to be at least once a week, if not twice a week. So you're utilizing the same dumpster that's already there, so we're not taking up more space and just having it removed more often.
Where did deliveries come? In the back or the front? How are you getting?
They can come in the back. They will be coming in the back. Maybe they'll be pulling on the street and then just bringing it into the back.
A lot of businesses
The
do
side
that.
street. They won't do it on.
It's that common lot where Puffers, all their parking is
Okay.
for the printing.
Is there parking back there for you folks, or is that really just private parking?
There is. No, we do have a
We've
space
got
there.
some
Okay.
space as well.
How many spaces are back there that you're allowed to use?
One right now.
Okay.
We have a space.
All right, it's something.
Yep, it is something.
Space?
And do you have any responsibility for snow removal, anything like that, or is that handled by the landlord?
All the landlords.
Okay.
And we all know this, but just for the sake of adding it in for the cameras, that area is grandfathered as far as parking is concerned.
Right.
There's no parking requirements.
Right.
Anything unique about sort of water usage or anything like that on the site that you guys will be doing?
No, it's extremely light impact.
Yeah.
And, and then, backing up even like to the trash concerns, we're gonna be using a lot of recycled containers that have very low ecological impact. So any of our to-go stuff is gonna be green, and that's gonna be part of what's, marketed into it as well.
May I ask about the deliveries once more?
Sure.
Poke uses raw fish, tuna, crab, etc. Freshness, I would assume, would increase the amount of deliveries that you'd receive, or is that not true? About how often a week would you expect deliveries to come in?
Well, so for La Cruzana, we do deliveries 4 times a week. So I don't think that, from different vendors, but we get it 4 times a week. And so I would like to say that all of the fish coming in will be fresh, but I think we'll be using some frozen.
Yeah.
Frozen, of course.
It just
Yeah.
is how, and
Flash
so
frozen especially.
with that being, we can get deliveries whenever we need to, and the produce is produce. We'll get the produce in 2 or 3 times a week.
And that's one of the methods that's actually used for sterilizing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you have a question, Harry?
Yeah, do you have a liquor license?
Do we want one?
Do you have one?
We do not have one at this time. We would be looking at perhaps a seasonal one, just to get that sake and beer perhaps in. This is Juliet Locke also. She's a partner in this whole venture, also just so we identify her.
Great.
Hello.
But so we would be looking at the seasonal one. I don't think that we have a need for a full liquor license. So we are just now getting all of our insurance and everything all lined up. We have a workman's comp, our liability, our liquor license, so our liquor liability. So we are even able to go for that application.
Who's managing the day-to-day?
Juliet will.
It's Juliet, okay. Good to know.
And the application, it says 7 days a week, 11 to 9 p.m. Is that the plan?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, we won't tie you to that, but
Yeah.
just
What about the front facade? You have a picture of a mock-up of how big the sign will be, but currently there's an awning there that's in pretty rough shape. Is that coming down? What is the facade going to look like?
Okay, well, the awning is over the chiropractor place in the entry for the apartment. And as far as my understanding is he just has repaired that whole awning and putting up a new one.
Okay.
He had Payson's rebuild the whole frame,
So
and I think they're putting
that's
up
not
the
us.
fabric on.
That's not you at all.
That's
Okay.
not us at
So
all.
So where's the sign going?
So the sign, so there's the tax land, there's the awning, and then there's us. And so I think that we maybe included a picture of the, yep, and of the build, yes.
yeah, here's the building.
So where that white and blue part of it is our frontage for the sign,
Okay.
so.
Comments, questions for the planning board department?
Oh, absolutely, sorry.
what is your schedule for construction opening? What's the plan if this goes through?
Well, if we were to get approved tonight with this, then we would hopefully be able to start, the building permit is down with the building inspector, and so hopefully we'd be able to turn that around. And so we're looking at perhaps the middle of January to open. I do have a little bit of a concern about the building what it's going to look like to get the final inspection if there's no building inspector. I do have that concern.
Fair.
I mean, that's a true concern, right?
Sure.
How do you get your final?
You're not
Fair.
alone.
Yeah, how do you get your final inspection? I mean, there's a time frame, isn't there? But maybe you guys don't know that answer. I should.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think any of us certainly know.
Yeah.
No.
I believe there's an interim or someone who's helping out with some of that. Is that? Maybe
I
not.
think it's an
Okay.
evolving scenario that the applicant's alluding to. I think you should be reasonably sure that you'll get an inspection within a reasonable amount of time. So I think there are some timeframes.
Right.
But
And that's what we would be shooting.
it's not my department. I hate to say that.
I have to imagine that's a priority for a lot of people in
I'm
city
sure.
government, at least.
Yeah.
So
So,
hopefully that won't be a holdup. Any comments or questions from the public? Yes, all right.
I'm the only one there, so. Omar Gomez, 14 Clark Avenue. I'm a city council here in town. But the way where they're planning to have the restaurant is my district. I represent District 2, and I'm support of this business 100%. I think what they're bringing to Union Street is amazing. Most of the businesses that we have there close at 4 p.m. That's why Cottage Street is so busy all the time, and Union Street. And what they're doing in Union Street, I think, is amazing, and I support 100%.
Great, thanks.
Thank you.
Good points.
Any other questions, comments from the board?
No, this looks straightforward and good.
Yep, agree.
Do you feel a need to read through the, yeah?
I think we've covered all of the criteria for site plan approval.
I concur. Would you like a motion?
I would love a motion.
A motion to approve the site plan approval for Sunia Hood and Philip Palente for 49 to 53 Union Street.
I'll second it.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed, abstaining? All right. Good luck.
Congratulations, good luck.
Can't wait.
Mr. Bagg, anything else we need to address?
No.
Or are we going to set a team record here?
Motion
We
to
could do that.
adjourn.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I'll second a motion to adjourn.
Second? I didn't know you could second as the chair. Can you second?
You technically
Who made the motion to
can,
adjourn?
it's just usually avoided.
Jim.
Who second?
I did.
Thank you.